Hey everybody, it's time for another limited time series overview, and this one, currently ongoing, is featuring Bugatti Chiron, the non-sport version. So this limited time, this car has been presented to us in limited time series format twice already, so this is a third rendition, and of course each return of the limited time series, the PR requirement's been going up. So this one is following the trend like first time when we did it. PR requirement was 88.5, but that was back in version 7.3. And then they re-released it with the version 8.0 release. And we had the PR 90 required back then, and then this time around, of course, they are requiring PR 91.1, so that is pretty darn close to getting fully upgraded. So and if you already own this car, and if you can meet the PR requirement, that means you can at least snatch 50 free gold, so that is not for nothing. And if you don't own this car, then you get to win this car, which is worth 750 gold. Not very useful car, unfortunately, because it's featured in just a single bonus series, Chiron Showcase in Legend section, and this would be more of a supplemental car for 100% completing that series, because this car cannot actually 100% complete that bonus series. You need the sport version of Bugatti Chiron. So yeah, and this time around, to meet that PR requirement of 91.9, I think the cost is gonna be in just about 1,000 gold to meet the PR requirement. Basically 980 gold and 3.1 million racing dollars, but that's not anything special actually. So here, let's check in and see what we got in this limited time series. Earn a 2017 Bugatti Chiron by 100% completing this special limited time series. The Chiron continues Bugatti's tradition of combining iconic style with terrifying speed. If you guys watched my playthrough of the Chiron Sport, both limited time series and the exclusive series, remember I was complaining about the soft brakes. I believe that is a shared trait with this car as well, if I remember correctly. So here is the breakdown of rewards in the 25% completion increment. Combines up to be 50, of course. And for the purpose of this video, I will use gold to unlock all the tiers. Right. There it is. A fine looking vehicle, and once again they're giving us 1 day instant service and instant upgrade on racing dollar upgrades. Good to know. And if you noticed, mine, I do have the tier 1 racing dollar upgrades already on board here, which brings the PR up to 81. base PR for this guy starts at 77.2. Fully maxed out goes up to 92.3. And that'll cost you some 1,285 gold. So, but they have offered us upgrade discount on this car, the 30% off, right? So if you, I mean, those things do come around. So, you know, if you're patient and are willing to wait around for it, then, you know, you can get it for what? You can max out this car's PR for, ooh, good $400, $400 gold less, right? You can get it for closer to the 800 than 1,285, which is closer to 1,300 gold, right? But you know, you would have to be patient, and winning through the limited time series of course means you are winning the car, 750 gold discount. So you can think of it that way. Now, showcase, there is a showcase discount in the single bonus series this car's featured in. So then you can get it for 600 gold in that instance. So yeah, and in order to complete this limited time series, since this is a task at hand, right? We can theorize about the future upgrade discount deals, but that is not here right now. So let's see. And by the way, even though we've had the limited time series twice before this current version for this car, I don't believe there is it's included in the event archives. So unfortunately, unlike the Chiron Sport, this one you're not going to be able to, this is going to be the only way you're going to be able to win it, basically. Alright, so to meet the PR requirement of 91.1, you have to max out engine, where there are 5 upgrades. So all the even number tier upgrades are your gold upgrades. So here's 75 for tier 2, then we get the racing dollar upgrade, followed by another gold upgrade 170, which is the most expensive gold upgrade available on this car. And then, well, it unlocks the racing dollar, final racing dollar upgrade, so may as well get it, right? So that brings your PR up to 83.2. Now the drivetrain, you're gonna need 3, so just 1 gold upgrade, right? And then get that tier 3 racing dollar upgrade that comes afterwards. And then body, we're gonna have to max this one out because it's the cheapest, or one of the cheaper upgrade path. So 55 gold is the tier 2. We got 220,000 and change racing dollars for tier 3. And then we're gonna need this 125 gold. And then suspension, this category we don't need the last gold upgrade, so just 3 upgrades will do. 65 gold, 254,900 racing dollars, and we don't need to get that 145 gold final upgrade. And then exhaust, fairly comparable cost to the suspension, just need to get it, well, I mean, there are only 3 available there, so we have to max that out. And then remaining 2 categories, brakes and the tires and wheels, we're gonna have to max out both of these. So 50 gold for tier 2, 194,900 racing dollars for tier 3, and another 110 gold to max out brakes, which brings our PR up to 89.6. And as you can see, tier 2 tires and wheels is 60 gold, brings PR up to 90.1. And you see where we're going with this. So the tier 3 racing dollar upgrade gets us to 90.6. And as you can see, tires and wheels final gold upgrade is cheaper than the suspension or suspension. That's the only one that I guess drivetrain we didn't need to get either, because those are more expensive, right? So there you go. So that is the cheapest upgrade path to meeting the PR requirement this time around to win this car through limited time series. And once again, the total cost is 980 gold in upgrades plus 3,176,600 racing dollar, yes, invested. So yeah, just I started with the tier 1 PR upgrades already on board from previous run, and that costed me 770,500 racing dollars, which brought the PR up to 81, right? This is where I started. So let's check out where that puts me in terms of this event. Like, is there any free gold to be won? Tier 4, that's your first 25% completion tier, and the PR requirement is a whole point higher than what you can do with racing dollars alone. So point is that, yeah, there's no free gold in this event. This car very pricey, and cannot even 100% complete the bonus series with this car. That single bonus series this car's featured in either. So yeah, I don't know, pretty pricey. Is it worth picking it up? If you missed out on the sport version of it, maybe. But remember, Bugatti Chiron Sport is featured in, I want to say, 3 different series now, compared to this thing being in only one. I'm anticipating there's going to be an exclusive series for this one coming at some point, possibly. Don't quote me on that, but I mean, they're throwing everything else in the category, so why not this, right? I mean, this is a car with very, very limited usage. So, all right. So what else do you need to know? Well, I have any information that I don't, relevant information regarding this car that I don't cover in this video, I'll have it in the description box below. So always, check that out. All right. So for tier 1, got endurance as Silverstone International. So since it's tier 1, I don't expect that you're gonna run very far. Typically, somewhere between 4 or 5 kilometers is the initial target for those. And then we got Speed Snap at Red Bull Ring National. And then Cup for Tier 1 at Suzuka Grand Prix Single Lap Cup. As always, no PR requirement there. And Tier 2, we got Autocross at Melbourne. And Elimination at Monza Road Course. So Elimination being one of those events, I feel like, it's a timer event, meaning the circuit doesn't really make it that big of a difference, I don't think. And Tier 2 Cup is going to be at Circuit of the Americas Grand Prix, another single lap, PR 79.7 required. So obviously you do need some of those Tier 1 upgrades done to get past Tier 2. And on to Tier 3, we got Hunter at Catalunya National, Speed Snap at Spa, and the Cup at Nürburgring Sprint Circuit. 2 laps and PR 81. So that is the maxed racing dollar only upgrades car PR. And continuing on to Tier 4, we got autocross at Porsche Test Track short on-road circuit, head-to-head at Dubai Club. Oh, that's a short one. Single lapper. And the cup for Tier 4 is going to be at Monza Junior course, 3 laps. And as we checked in earlier, PR 82 is required. Alright, so Tier 5 speed record at Daytona Motorcycle Course. So that's a full lap. And followed by Speed Snap at Suzuka West. And the cup at Silverstone Grand Prix this time. 2 laps, PR 82.9 is required. Alright, so these are all going to require some of those gold upgrades. You know, I mean, from Tier 4 on. So, alright, Tier 6, we got autocross at the Brickyard Road Course, endurance at Red Bull Ring Grand Prix, and the cup at Spa, 2 laps, PR 83.8 required. Alright, on to Tier 7, we got elimination at Dubai International, Hunter at Catalonia Grand Prix, and the cup at Suzuka West, 4 laps, PR 84.6 required. So, yeah, that is with the gold upgrades, you get your PR, basically Tier 2 gold upgrades across the board. You get your PR up to 84.7. That's 440 gold, by the way. Just the Tier 2. Yeah, that's about as far as you can go. Tier 8, we got drag race at the Brickyard, Speed Snap at the short on-road circuit of Porsche Test Track. And the cup for Tier 8 is going to be at Monza Road Course, 2 laps, PR 85.4 required. So by this point, you're going to need some of those Tier 3 racing dollar upgrades on board. Not all of them, but at least some, if you're getting tier by tier across the board. All right, up next, Tier 9, we got autocross at Laguna Seca, elimination at Mount Panorama, and the cup at Catalunya Club Circuit, 9 laps. If we had an overtaking challenge, that would be a perfect event. PR 86.2 is required. And on to the next tier, Tier 10, Hunter at Nürburgring Grand Prix. That's a full lap. Speed Snap at Berlin Circuit. That's a tricky one, or that can be a tricky one. One of the harder speed snaps, I think, out of all of them. And then, of course, speed snap always depends on your target, but generally, like bots, I feel like set not such a like really low target at Berlin. I mean, compared to like dynamic circuit of Porsche Test Track or speed snap at Melbourne, those are pretty easy, like always pretty low target. Obviously, if you are put up against some fast TSM target, then doesn't matter what track you are at, you will always have a bit of struggle cut out for you, right? But it does make you a better racer, so there's something to be said about racing against faster bots. Anyway, Tier 10 Cup is going to be at the long on-road circuit of Porsche Test Track. 4 laps, PR 87 is required. Moving on to Tier 11, we got autocross as Circuit of the Americas Club Circuit. Head-to-head at Dubai Grand Prix, a full lap there. And the Tier 11 Cup is going to be at Laguna Seca. 5 laps, PR 87.7 is required. On to Tier 12, the 75% completion tier. We got speed record at Nürburgring Sprint Circuit and a Hunter, a full lap around the 24-hour circuit. A night race. And the Cup at Mount Panorama, 3 laps, PR 88.5 is required. So as always, as you go deeper into this series, the races do get longer, typically. On to Tier 13, we got elimination at Silverstone Bridge Circuit, and autocross at Dubai Grand Prix, and the Cup at Red Bull Ring National Circuit. Another short 9-lapper, PR 89.3 required, so yeah, that's a pretty good one for your overtaking challenges, but I don't think we have a team event for overtaking. I think we have a distance, don't we? I'll have to check. Anyway, Tier 14, head-to-head at the Daytona road course. Probably a single lapper, yep, and a rolling start. Then we got Speed Snap at Catalunya Club and the Cup at Nürburgring Grand Prix. 4 laps, PR 90.2 is required. And takes us to the final tier, Tier 15, Speed Record at Berlin. Hunter at the Brickyard Road Course, and the final Cup at Fitting Bugatti Circuit. 6 laps with the PR 91.1, which you can reach by getting this upgrade scheme, right? So basically you max out all upgrades except for 2 categories, drivetrain and suspension, where you don't need to get the final gold upgrade. So that's 26 out of 28 available upgrades you're gonna need, and it'll set you back some 980 gold and about 3.1 million racing dollars. And the top speed of this guy, definitely one of the fastest cars in the game, right? 455 kph, acceleration 2.13 seconds, but the braking distance 28.1 meters. I don't know, it's just soft. It's very soft brakes. Grip of 1.66 G. It's manageable, let's put it that way. You just have to brake earlier though, right? Oh, and then as I was saying, what is the team event? It's a top speed challenge with the Chiron that's going to be happening in 2 days. So yeah, no overtaking. But anyway, with that being said, yeah, so this limited time series will run through next Sunday, the May 30th. So check your schedule. As you notice, you do get full day of instant service and instant R&D on upgrades, so that's always nice to have. Makes these events kind of a grinder events do go a bit smoother, so take advantage of that if you can. But for now, that will do it for me in this video. So thanks for watching, and we'll catch you guys in the next video. Take care.